Ciao! So if you follow this channel from the beginning, you might already know that it started when I was doing a couple of challenges. Basically, I was learning 2 languages at once and experimenting with that, seeing how it would go. And the result was having this channel and then a channel in Arabic, as well as a blog and all these side projects that were very exciting. So the challenge lasted just 3 months. So in the course of 6 months, I got familiar with 4 languages: German, Spanish, Turkish and French. And it was such an exciting period. Like, I had so much fun learning not only the language, but also learning a little bit about the culture. Especially Turkish and German, I knew basically nothing about it. It was my first time attempting or even thinking about learning them. I cannot explain why, but I felt the most creative while I was learning languages. The fact that my brain received so much input of things that I had no idea about, of even like language seems such a basic thing because we use it every day, we communicate with other people every day, but it's actually a really fascinating topic. It goes so smoothly that we don't even realize how magical it is, how enthralling the study of languages is. So I did these challenges, and then for various reasons I stopped learning any of them. Like for the past 4 years I stopped learning any language. I had a brief stint in which I learned Chinese. I studied Chinese, and that was also really interesting because I already had an interest in Japanese, and studying a little bit of Chinese helped me understand Japanese better, which is one of the languages that I really want to master eventually. But I stopped with the challenge and I stopped learning languages, and that basically was the biggest mistake in language learning. Like, the biggest mistake was stopping to learn. I think about these 4 years with sorrow. Even if I'm giggling, I don't know why. I regret it very much. One of the reasons that got me interested in languages was actually studying my baby when he was like trying to pronounce his first words. It was absolutely fascinating watching him learn and seeing all the muscles and all the effort that goes into speaking and learning and listening and communicating with others. We take it for granted because we forgot how difficult it was. We cannot remember how it must have been frustrating not to be able to communicate with other people, to understand them, to let them understand what we needed, what we wanted. And now, because we got used to it, we feel that it's such a simple task. And we are reminded of the difficulty of learning a language when we try ourselves to learn another language. If when we were children, it was something that we did instinctively, we picked up on the signals, the sounds, the structure of the sentence and the grammar, we forget that we need that same level of application and effort also to learn a second language as an adult. I don't think it's easier as a child to learn a language. I think we actually have the advantage, but maybe we can explore that in another video. Or maybe you can tell me your opinion about it. I think the thing that interested me most in having this channel was to share new insight into language learning. So I would like to get back to doing that, besides teaching Italian, which is actually a product of that interest in languages. So I have decided to restart learning German. I will share my progresses here, if there are any, and we'll see how it goes. So this was mainly an update. Maybe you can resonate with some of the updates that I will have, because I think some of the difficulties that we face when learning a language is common to learning almost all other languages. Maybe with the writing part, like the writing system will be different, so that will be a whole another chapter. But for most of the languages that have Latin script, the type of difficulties you might have are similar. But I'm ready to hear a rebuttal to that, another point of view.